Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the Managing Director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing alcohol legislation here in Thailand. There's been a move to overhaul the entertainment sector and to sort of streamline the rules and regulations associated with entertainment here in Thailand. Specifically, there's also been a call for basically relaxing rules regarding alcohol here in Thailand. Specifically, there's the issue that has kind of perennially come up. There's a 2 to 5 sales ban that's always been presumed to be a retail sales ban of alcohol here in Thailand. And so you walk into a 7-Eleven, they can't sell alcohol between 2 and 5. Now, it's my understanding that was all created under a military government, and it was sort of done regulatorily or under whatever the equivalent of Section 44 power was at the time that that was promulgated. And there's been talk about pushing this stuff back with the hope that things will be a little bit more liberalized. But as I've discussed in videos, especially as it's pertained to the expat community and immigration, and Thai immigration specifically, where some expats have said, hey, we need to see an overhaul of the law. It's oftentimes not always going to work to the favor of who thinks it's going to work to their favor when a new law is passed. New laws can make things more difficult sometimes, not less, as may be the case here. I thought of making this video after reading a recent article from the Bangkok Post. It's bangkokpost.com. Article is titled, "Restaurants Voice Concern Over New Alcohol Law," quoting directly. And they get into, these restaurants are saying, hey, we were hoping you were going to lighten up, and it looks like you may not. I urge those who are watching this video, read that article in detail. But quoting directly, Section 32 of the new law states consumption of alcoholic beverages is prohibited during the ban period in any venue where alcohol is sold or any place or area where commercial services for alcoholic beverage consumption is allowed, even if the drinks were purchased prior to the banned period. Quoting further, the Alcohol Control Committee may issue notifications prescribing conditions or exemptions to this provision. Quoting further, this means customers will not be allowed to consume alcoholic drinks within venues during the restricted hours, regardless of when they purchase them, which is kind of ridiculous on its face. Also, the whole reason for doing this law was to not have all this arbitrary and capricious enforcement or non-enforcement based on where you were located and all kinds of zoning and all of this nonsense. And now they're saying, oh, under this law, will allow exemptions and conditions from the Alcohol Control Committee. Isn't that just putting us right back where we're at, where you got to go and look for some arbitrary and capricious determination from them in order to have drinking on the premises? How does this streamline entertainment licensing and alcohol licensing? And it's also, 2 to 5 p.m., so you're saying that venues that sell alcohol, bars, for example, Khao San Road, from 2 to 5 p.m., if this new law is passed as is what I'm hearing, that Khao San Road would not be able to serve or allow people to drink on any of those premises from 2 to 5 p.m. If that's the case, what is going to be the negative impact on the entertainment sector, on the alcohol, on the food and beverage sector in general, if that is put into effect? Now, again, the ban right now basically is enforced against retail sales. You go into 7-Eleven, you can't buy a can of beer between 2 to 5 p.m. Agree with it, disagree with it, it has limited focus. It's sort of narrowly tailored, to borrow a phrase from American jurisprudence. But, to expand it out to all sellers and to then just say, oh, well, you can't, even if they bought it before 1:59 p.m., they can't drink it on the premises. I can't see where that's going to have any positive effect. If anything, it's going to have a massive negative impact on the entertainment sector, generally speaking. And then meanwhile, they're saying, oh, well, that's no problem. You can just go get somebody from the Alcohol Control Committee to issue you some kind of exemption to the provision. Well, doesn't that just put us right back where we're at right now? What's the point of that? Again, I thought that this was, I'm not necessarily in favor of just, oh, let's booze it up all the time, whatever. But it was my understanding that this stuff was coming in to streamline things and make it easier for these type of businesses to make money. If anything, if people cannot purchase or imbibe or engage in any kind of activity with alcohol from 2 to 5 p.m. in any capacity, especially in a food and beverage restaurant capacity, I have to imagine this will have tremendous negative impacts on the entertainment business community here in the Kingdom of Thailand.